England is to know its splendor. Connecticut is about 75% forested, so there are so many places to get in touch with nature. My next guest is a photographer who has taken a lot of photos and has set up an exhibition called the New England National Scenic Trail, and it showcases the Connecticut portion of the historic hiking route. Starting Monday, you can see the exhibit at the Legislative Office Building in Hartford. Sia Morrow, the photographer, is here. Welcome back.
How are you?
I am very good. Thank you so much for coming. All right, I do not know about this scenic trail. Give us some history behind it.
A lot of people don't know about it, which is why I'm doing the exhibit, to bring more attention to it. A lot of people know about the Appalachian Trail, but the New England Trail is a 215-mile hiking route that starts at Guilford, Connecticut, goes all the way up through Connecticut, continues to Massachusetts, all the way up to the New Hampshire border. So there's 215 miles, 110 of those are in Connecticut.
Wow. All right. So as we talk, we're going to look at some of the pictures. Why did you set out to do this? Well,
the National Park Service, together with its partners, which is the Connecticut Forest and Park Association and the Appalachian Mountain Club, commissioned me back in 2016 for a year-long project to document as much of the trail as I could possibly get to, again, to bring more attention to it, because the trail was deemed a National Scenic Trail in 2009. So it's relatively young among all the national park units. So we wanted to let more people know about it so they can avail themselves of it. And of course, I'm sure people have a lot of pandemic fatigue, so they're dying to get out again into the outdoors. So I'm hoping that this exhibit, which is kind of a prelude to Earth Day on April 22nd, will encourage people to go out and hit the trails.
What did you take in particular? What do you want the viewer to see when they go through? How many photos are there?
Well, I have about close to 50 on exhibit. The entire collection is over 200.
Okay, so what do you want folks to see? And you're doing all black and white?
It's a mix of black and white and color. Yeah.
All right. So what do you want the viewer to see?
I want them to experience a trail and realize you can look at a picture like that one right there, which is on Mount Higbee. That looks like you can be somewhere in South America. You can be in the state of Connecticut, which is one of the most urbanized states in the Union, and you can feel like you're not even here. So there's a lot to see in terms of the grand vistas. There's historic towers like this one, and this is Craig
right along
Castle.
this trail.
Right along the trail. Also, there are interesting towns not far off the trail that one can also visit to see, like, for instance, the ruins of a prison called Newgate, which is up in East Granby.
Sure.
So there's lots of things to see along the trail. But what I like focusing on in my photos, and you'll see some of them as we kind of go through them, there's also like small things you can see if you are a keen observer, like little details, just even on the ground. Most of the time when we're hiking, we tend to look out, right, into the landscape.
Look down.
To look down. I look down a lot. And sometimes you see these beautiful little berries or pine needles. They create almost like a scene, just a burst of color. There's also interesting shapes and patterns that are naturally created by the weather. There are tree stumps that I've seen that are so organic looking, they almost look like people because they got curves to them.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So I think it's a challenge for people to enjoy the trail more than just walking, although that's part of it, and hiking and maybe listening to some great music. But you can also stretch your imagination and try to look at what nature did and imagine it as something else.
Were you surprised at anything you saw or you found?
Yeah, yes, I certainly did. The picture might have gone by already, but I was walking along the trail and it was getting pretty dark. As I get really into it, I lose track of time. It was almost nighttime.
I'm already there in my head.
Yeah, and I heard something rustling in the ground, and then I started getting really close to it to see what it was, and it was a snake. And it wasn't just any old snake. It was a copperhead snake.
Well, we do have some.
Yeah, but me being a city slicker, I didn't know that. So I was getting close to this thing and photographing it. And then when I sent the picture around to some folks I know at the Park Service to ask them to identify it, they told me that was a poisonous copperhead snake. And I would not have thought that'd be so close to an urban area, but there they are.
Yeah, and you lived to tell about it.
And I lived to tell about it.
How many miles did you go in?
Oh, I went for the entire, I went all the way up to Massachusetts, to New Hampshire, to the whole length of it, and I didn't get to photograph everything, or I'd still be photographing it today.
Sure.
It's 215 miles. But I tried to pick some key areas that were suggested to me to kind of highlight certain parts of the trail. So again, this is just the Connecticut portion. The Massachusetts portion, I'm hoping to exhibit that in Boston next year someplace.
Oh, that's terrific.
Yeah.
So, did you tell me when it was carved out, when this started, when this trail happened?
The trail actually is an amalgam of many different historic trails from the indigenous peoples going back to the start of the country, actually, even before then. And so what the Park Service did was they joined them together, so it'd be one continuous trail. And then instead of having separate names, some of them are called the Metacomet Trail, names like that. They just called it the New England National Scenic Trail to make it a cohesive resource.
So what did you find out about yourself as a photographer doing 110 miles on this trail?
Well, I found that I am indeed a city slicker because I actually got lost at one point, embarrassed to say. When you're on the trail, they have what they call these blazes. I didn't even know what a blaze was. It's just a little paint. They put some paint on the tree of a color. For the New England Trail, it's blue. So the idea is so that you don't get lost, you look for the color.
I wouldn't have done that either.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that's how it worked, but I did find that out. However, for some reason, it was challenging for me to spot the next color on the tree. So there was many times I got lost. Sometimes I would take pictures of where I was along the way, almost like a crumb trail, like a trail of crumbs.
Sure.
So, and then I would just look at it again on my camera so I knew how to go back.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was kind of silly. I'm embarrassed to say this. I'm admitting this in public now.
No, that's okay.
But that's also was kind of the fun of it. You know, it was kind of exciting, kind of gets your heart pumping. And I think that in these very urban times that we're in, it's good to get back to nature and to experience that. And to see what it has to offer, and to be lost for a bit. You know, I mean, it is relatively safe as long as you don't step on any copperhead snakes.
Right.
But I actually was like looking at the sun to see where I was in relation to where I was going. I didn't have a compass with me at the time. But I have to be honest, there was one point in time when I was way out in this case it was Massachusetts. It was a lot more rural and a lot more out in the open. And I was lost for a good 20 minutes. And I was starting to panic a little bit. It was starting to get dark. And I finally made my way out. And the way I made my way out was through someone's backyard. And I was a little worried there, too, that I was going to get shot. But listen to the story that you just told us. Here I am, I know.
There you are. All right. Thank you so much, CO, for coming in.
Oh, thank you.
Pictures are beautiful.
I'm looking forward to coming back and embarrassing myself again.
I love that.
Yeah.
And we will invite you to do that.
All right, great.
Because we wear our heart on our sleeves here.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. And to find out more about the historic New England National Scenic Trail, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app.